Hey you guys, I decided to bring my sister along for this one. What is crazy is that I didn't take prayer seriously necessarily, as serious as I should have before I saw my sister's movie War Room. I've seen it a few times and I was at first going to support her and you know, that whole thing, my sister's in a movie, yay, you know. But the message of the movie became really real to me, and I have experienced God answering prayers in a whole different way now that I've basically taken him seriously. Basically, I've taken him for his word and decided that I was going to do what he says. So I'm very thankful to my sister for taking that risk and being in this film, because that risk has impacted my life in a really major way.
Well, and just so you know, being in the movie impacted my life in that same way. Reading that script every day and being a part of the concept of not just being consistent in prayer, but being strategic. Like, that means you have to be thoughtful. You have to be disciplined about what you're praying for and where you see the enemy attacking. That was a new thought for me too. And so, I mean, you know, I hadn't been that thoughtful about strategy in prayer. And so I'm grateful for that film as well. And it was a gift to be a part of it.
Yeah, and what I've watched, honestly, like, I wish I could share all these stories. I have watched God answer some prayers in my life and in friends' lives in a crazy way. Like, in my personal life, like, if I could sit here and tell you the whole story, you'd be like, what? In my personal life, what? God has answered, like, specifically one of her, she prayed that God would do something drastic in my life as it relates to a specific scenario. And God started speaking to me, to other people, like, and it was crazy.
Like, obviously God going,
yes,
I
it was
gotcha.
obviously God. Still hard to listen and hard at moments, but knowing that God has my best interest in mind, other parties' best interest in mind, her best, he was very clear in a very loving way. And it may be hard to listen sometimes to the answers he gives, but he also gives you a peace and confirms in you that he will take care of the situations that you want to hang on to.
And don't you think once that starts happening, that revs up your prayer life even more?
It does.
Once you see God responding, you're like, oh, this prayer thing works. He hears me when I pray. So it's good.
Yeah,
Anthony.
so I'm very, very thankful. And I want to encourage you guys to, whatever it takes. I write them down. I keep them in a notebook because I'm on the road quite a bit. But trust that God can do exceedingly and abundantly more than you can ask or imagine in your life, in loved ones' lives. And he's really faithful.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you soon.